Now next topic is packing efficiency of different kinds of crystal lattices. So what is packing efficiency? Whenever any solid is formed, we know that in solid atoms are compactly packed. And usually in lower classes what we say that the constituent particles are what? The particles of which the solid is made up of. So the constituent particles are not having any space between them. But in this chapter, for the first time, we have learned that particles are closely packed, but still some space is left unoccupied, which is called as voids. Like I would remind you about the crystal lattice. If this is the crystal lattice, then you can see the constituent particles. What has to be assumed? I am repeating again. This is the entire crystal lattice, okay? And one unit of this, one small cube of this big cube, or one small unit cell of this entire crystal lattice, if we consider that this is one atom of this crystal lattice, then first atom, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, you can see there is no space between them. They are closely packed, as compact as possible. They are closely packed, but still you can see some space is left unoccupied. So in this chapter, for the very first time, we came to know that solids are also having spaces between them which are unoccupied. So it means the efficiency, the packing efficiency, the packing of particles is never 100% perfect. It means the packing efficiency, if we compare in the terms of 100%, then it is not always 100%. It is having some gaps also. So we are going to talk about that efficiency or the packing efficiency of different kinds of crystals. So the definition of packing efficiency says that it is the percentage of total space occupied by the constituent particles. What does it mean? It means that, say suppose the entire efficiency is 100% and this area which is covered by these green particles, say suppose it is 98%, supposingly, then 2% is this, which is unoccupied, right? Or if I take an example like this, this area is 96% occupied and 4%, because 4 dots are there, 4 gaps are there which are unoccupied. So 96%, this is compactly packed, 100% efficient. It is not 100% efficient. It is 96% compactly packed and 4% it is imperfect. So this efficiency only we are going to measure for different crystal units. So packing efficiency is the percentage of the total space occupied by the particles. The constituent particles may be atoms, molecules or ions. It means in a crystal lattice, this may be an atom, this may be an ion, this may be a molecule. Why? Because we know that crystals, they may be made up of atoms, means atomic crystals, ionic crystals, molecular crystals, they may be of any type. The constituent particles may be any of these types. Means they may be atoms, molecules or ions also. It should be ions. Packing efficiency, the formula is volume occupied by sphere upon total volume of unit cell into 100. This formula we will understand once we will start the derivation. See here 3 packing efficiencies are there in our syllabus which are written here, but we will be calculating them one by one. The first is packing efficiency of face centered unit cell, that is FCC. That is 74% efficient, means 26% voids are there, right? Packing efficiency for BCC is 68%. So the rest 32% is what? Voids or gaps. Packing efficiency for simple cubic unit cell is 52.4%. So rest 48 point something something whatever is there is gaps or the voids. So let us start with the very first derivation, and that is for the calculation of packing efficiency for simple cubic unit cell. Very firstly, what is simple cubic unit cell? So simple cubic unit cell is primitive unit cell. The diagram I hope you remember. Primitive unit cell is having atoms only at the corners, I'll show you the diagram from NCERT. See, this is the diagram for primitive unit cell. What is the difference? The difference is the atoms are drawn very big over here. Earlier when I had drawn the unit cell, it had only the atoms at the corners and I had drawn them very small. But here, the sides are not visible. Let me draw them for the clear picture. So say suppose these are the lines which were not earlier visible to us. So basically, the corner atoms are so big that they are touching each other like this. Understand? So this is one side of the first face. Say suppose this face. This is one side. I can call this side as edge also. Say suppose this is A. What is A? A is this entire edge. Right? And what is the measurement of this A? If we see it clearly, then this A, that is this entire line, is made up of 2 R's. 2R means 2 radius. One of this atom and the other of this atom. Now, see in this diagram also, the same diagram is there that was colored. This is black and white. So, I had considered these 2 atoms. So, distance from here to here I told it is A. And A is equal to 2R because 1R is this and 1R is this. Radius of both the spheres. So, this is how we start. In a simple cubic lattice, the atoms are located only on the corners. See, atoms are only on the corners. But they are regarded to be touching each other along the edges. So, it is assumed that they are so big that they are touching each other like this. So, these are the atoms which are touching each other. So, if edge length is equal to A, what is edge length? The length of one side of the cube. This is edge length or this is edge length. These are the edge length. These are the edge length. Any 2 atoms you can take which are side by side. So, edge length is represented by small a and this A is comprised of 2 radius. One for this atom, the other for this atom. So, we can write A is equal to 2R. Why? Because this A is equal to 2R. We know that the volume of the cubic unit cell, the formula is A cube. Volume of cube is what? A cube. Right? And what is the value of A? The value of A is 2R. So, A cube will be 2R cube. I hope you have understood. If A is equal to 2R, then A cube will be 2R cube, which will be equal to 8R cube. Then, since a simple cubic unit cell contains only one atom, what is this? We have already calculated. I hope in the previous video you remember that we have calculated the number of atoms in the unit cell. So, I told you we assume that atoms are only at the corner and their contribution in the cube is only 1 upon 8th. So, it has 8 corners. So, 8 atoms on the corners and their contribution of each is 1 by 8. So, 8 into 1 upon 8 was 1. So, simple cubic unit cell has only one atom. So, this one atom is regarded as what? It is regarded as sphere, and we know volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. It's not written here that it's a sphere, but it is actually a sphere. The atom is considered to be sphere. So, we can say that the volume of occupied space is 4 by 3 pi r cube. We know the formula of packing efficiency, volume of one atom upon volume of cubic unit cell into 100%. If I remove this percentage from here, this part of formula, this much only, volume of one atom upon volume of cubic unit cell will be called as packing fraction, right? This much formula is called as packing fraction. Packing fraction is equal to volume of one atom upon volume of cubic unit cell. And if we multiply 100 in it, then it becomes packing efficiency. If 100 is not there, it is packing fraction, right? But we have to calculate packing efficiency, that is why 100 is multiplied. volume of one atom we had calculated was how much? 4 by 3 pi r cube. Why? Because this one atom is what? Sphere. That is why volume of sphere formula is used. 4 by 3 pi r cube upon volume of cubic unit cell. So what was the volume of cubic unit cell? 8 r cube. So putting the values in the formula and solving, we will get pi by 6 into 100. On solving this fraction, you will get pi by 6 into 100. On further putting the value of pi as 3.14 or 22 by 7, whatever you wish, you will be getting this percentage, 52.33. It is given 52.33 in NCERT. No, it's 52.4 in NCERT. So take it as 52.4 only. When you actually calculate, this comes this. In some books it is given 52.33. So 52 should be there after decimal. The values doesn't matter this much. So this was the calculation for the packing efficiency of the simple cubic unit cell. So simple cubic unit cell has the efficiency of how much? 52.4%.